up, guys? We're doing another reacting video to top 15 scary hide and seek stories. Sorry for tapping off the. I'm kind of sick. If you see, I'm in another room. This is actually my house. We're gonna react to it. I'm just gonna set up. Don't mind if I do. You're gonna be watching that. Okay, this is the video that you're gonna be watching. See? This one. This one is the one that you're gonna be watching.
Hi class, my name is Mr. Putman. I like to teach you a top 50.
You guys are gonna watch it. I'm gonna be
stories.
standing next to you guys.
This is
well,
I hope you can hear him.
You guys see it?
Let me just hear him, okay?
And let's get it.
Copier. You copy at the station. 50 shafts. 50 shafts.
Okay, I cannot get something set up.
Yeah.
I cannot get something set up. Just wait a second,
Sure.
and I'll set up.
No one cares.
Okay, I got the setup. I got the perfect setup, guys. Did that uninstall it? Nicole. Okay, there you guys go. Oh, darn, that's me. Fart. Fart.
So guys, this is a voiceover, by the way. He can't hear me. I'm gonna his video.
That's as good I can put it. That's up X. Oh.
Number 15, Graveyard Hide and Seek. Have you ever played hide and seek in a graveyard? It's probably a good idea not to, as you'll learn from this scary story posted on Reddit by Prancing Unicorn. The Redditor says that she and her friends decided to play a late night game of hide and seek in an abandoned local graveyard in Australia, which had about 30 stones strewn amongst tall grass and trees. The occupants ranged from 5 years old to 80 years old, with the newest being over 70 years old. Though they first visited the place during the day, it took on a different form at night, one of horror, and so the game began. The Redditor hid near a fence in the long grass, and it took a while for anyone to find her. 10 minutes in and she heard nearby grass move. Being Australia, the girl knew that whatever was moving there could take her life, so she crouched near a stone so as to remain hidden, but also be in a position of defense. She waited there and felt the temperature noticeably drop. Then, in her own words, "I feel someone touch my shoulder." The voice of a 5-year-old girl whispers right next to my ear, "You're it." Yeah, no, get out of there as quickly as possible. That's what the girl did, screaming the whole way. She told her friends what happened, and they all raced down the hill to the gate. Looking back up at the graveyard, the Redditor claims they saw a young girl in old clothes playing amongst the stones. "Fastest I've ever run in my life," she writes. "I don't blame you." Number 14, Hide and Seek Gone Bad. Jacqueline V shared this paranormal car-based hide and seek story. She and her friends were playing hide and seek in their cars around town. One of their friends hid their car in a driveway on the abandoned property of what used to be a mental hospital. When Jacqueline and her partner couldn't find them, they called them to see where they were. The others flashed their headlights, after which they started to return to town. Strangely, their radios suddenly turned on. When Jacqueline turned it off, it turned on again. It did this repeatedly. Then the car's headlights turned off. They pulled into a store parking lot and called the others, who returned to find the car's headlights blinking on and off on their own. When they told their friends what had happened, the others didn't believe them. They wanted to return to the driveway of the old mental hospital, so they did in their friend's car. When they got there, the car shut off and wouldn't restart. It took them 10 minutes to get it back going. Curiosity got the best of them, and the next night they decided to return to another area of the mental hospital. When one of their friends went to turn the doorknob, someone started knocking on the other side. Who was it? Was someone squatting in the abandoned hospital and trying to scare them off? I guess we'll never know for sure. Number 13. Summer Camp. What's more fun than playing hide and seek at camp? You'll find out that almost anything is. This story takes us back to 1971 Camp Nook Creek, where a camp counselor decided to start a game of hide and seek with his campers. He was the first seeker, and he sent the campers out to hide. 2 hours later, and all the kids had been found, apart from James Lacey. As the hours ticked by, the game was called, and the campers were sent to bed, while the counselors searched for the remaining hider. James remained hidden. Even a police search didn't turn anything up. The camp ended up closing for the summer, and for years thereafter. 3 years later, a camp counselor was setting up the canoe area for new campers. When he flipped over one of the canoes, a horrid smell filled the air. Beneath the canoe, he discovered James passed away. He had become trapped there, as was clear by the scratch marks on the underside of the wooden canoe. If this story is fully true, then this was a horrible event that every camp counselor should consider while setting up activities. Number 12. Storage Locker. Sometimes the scariest and saddest hide-and-seek stories are not about the supernatural or mystery, but about the real-life events that unfold during what should be a fun children's game. In 2011, a 10-year-old Phoenix girl was playing hide-and-seek with her cousins who were visiting. They played during the late-night hours after the adults in the household had gone to bed. The 10-year-old loved to hide in difficult places. In fact, she was known for it. Phoenix Police Sergeant Trent Klump told the New York Daily News, "She has hidden before and took pride in not being found. She once hid beneath a barbecue unit, once hid in a dryer. This time she hid inside a storage locker made of wood and metal that was in the yard, and authorities believe she couldn't escape. She passed away in there due to lack of oxygen, and wasn't found until the next morning by her family, who went searching for her. They tried to revive her with CPR, but she was pronounced passed away at the scene. A horrible event for this family serves as a reminder to others that life is precious and can be gone in an instant, even during an innocent game of hide and seek." Number 11. Dirty Feet. Submitted by Maureen from the Philippines. This hide and seek will be sure to turn your stomach. Maureen was it as she played the game with her 3 cousins at her aunt's house. When she turned facing the door to count, she heard what she described as a creepy, high-pitched laugh. She thought it was her cousin, though it didn't sound quite like her. It sounded like someone laughing and crying at once. She continued counting and then started her search. After finding 2 of her cousins, they couldn't find the remaining one. They shouted for her to come out, that they'd given up. In her own words, "After a moment of complete silence, we all heard a laugh, the same one I heard before, but it was coming from behind the curtains. We walked closer to the curtain and saw a pair of dirty feet sticking out. Maureen told her cousin to come out already, and from behind them her cousin did. She'd been hiding in the bathroom. Their hearts leapt in their chests as they turned back to the curtain and pulled it open. No one was there, but the laughter. Whose feet did they see? I guess we'll never know." Number 10.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna end it there. Subscribe and hit the like button. Let's get it. Bye, guys. Have a great day.